I want my next song to blow up so hard that Anthony Fantano calls it trash, calls me trash.
Why? Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and today, hopefully, we're going to make a dream come true. Here in this Genius Verified series, we have an artist featured who goes by the name of BoyWithUke. He apparently makes music with a ukulele, produces his tracks in GarageBand, and he's been having some music blow up recently on the internet, specifically on the YouTube platform. The track Toxic that he's talking about here in this verified video apparently is like, you know, the most viewed kind of artist performance video on Genius's YouTube channel, which is kind of cool. Good for him. Tens of millions of views. Even though he is blowing up, he is still, you know, kind of building that career. He's not like the GOAT at this point. He's not on the top of the world or anything like that, but he is making waves. And it's interesting, but also obviously flattering that a lot of up-and-coming artists see the fact that I would review their music at all, positively or negatively, as like a rite of passage. Like, I finally made it. Anthony Fantano has noticed me. Anthony Fantano's talking about me. Anthony Fantano is absolutely shitting on me. I'm sorry that my negative reviews have made that much of an impact to where like artists are hoping for and looking forward to a negative review more than they are a positive one. But yeah, BoyWithUke here is wanting, for whatever reason, whatever his motivations are, for me to call his art, call the stuff he's made trash, call him trash. Like, not even making it about the music. I'm calling him personally trash, which like there's only a few people who have engaged in very, very awful behavior in the music industry that I think I would use that language toward in a review or any kind of coverage. But still, I want to help this guy's dream become a reality. Now, I know in this video he specifically says that he wants me to say this about his next song, but obviously he hasn't released his next song yet. However, I'm yet to really hear much of this guy's work at all, if I am correct. Maybe I've caught some of it in passing since it is going so viral. But I certainly haven't heard this song Toxic that he's talking about in full, so could be cool to listen to it and see whether or not I feel like the song and he are trash. So I'm going to take a moment, listen to this track, come back, and tell you where this song and he lands on the trash spectrum, if it's anywhere even near the trash spectrum. Okay, listen to the track. Give it a listen. Do I think it is trash, and do I think BoyWithUke is trash as a result of listening to this song? No, I don't think it's trash. Do I think it's kind of derivative? Yeah, it's sort of like 21 Pilots core. There are some elements of the production I think are a little rough. The vocal overdubs are just like too close to each other. There should be a lead, and then the overdub should be sort of like, you know, supporting it a little bit in the background. It feels like he's just taking two leads and just throwing them on top of each other. The vocal harmonies are arranged in a similarly one-dimensional way as well, and I don't think they pop as well as they could due to that. The perks, the beats that he picks are a little thin, and I think could be beefier, could have a bit more range and frequency to them because they just seem, again, so flat. The ukulele parts are cool. I think that synth bass, or maybe it's like a sampled bass tone that is worked in there, I think could have a bit more life to it as well. I mean, I'll say this. It's a very homegrown, bedroom-spun production, and it's cool and awesome that this guy has seen as much success as he has off of, you know, it sounds like stuff he's just kind of making at home, which I think is, you know, kind of what's so fun and interesting and cool about putting music out there on the internet. You could end up miraculously being that guy who gets millions and millions of views off some fun, silly stuff they made in their bedroom with their ukulele and a digital digital audio workstation. The lyrics about your friends being toxic and so on and so forth are like a bit basic, but I didn't necessarily catch anything lyrically speaking that was super cringe or awful or made me think like, why would he say that? Why is he prescribing these awful things in his song? I've heard worse. I've heard much worse from artists who are also amateurs throwing their demos in my inbox, and also from artists who, frankly, have been in the music industry for years and have all of the production support in the world. It does not sound like BoyWithUke has, Kenny Beats and Boy Wonder coming in here and like putting together the instrumentals for him. Even if it does come out awful and I don't enjoy it, we can appreciate here on this channel somebody who is taking the initiative and doing it themselves. But yeah, I feel kind of like I am doing BoyWithUke a disservice here because I think that he came here to be called trash, and I am depriving him of that joy, that pleasure. So because your next song has not been released, I would actually like to take a moment and make some recommendations on how you could make that song more unbearable so that I could actually call the track trash. That would be great. I would love to do that for you. I would love to give you that joy where I can call the track and call you trash, which is why I'm going to take a moment here to recommend to BoyWithUke what he can do to be called trash on the next track. As I was saying, whatever amount of vocal layers you have on this track, I would increase them 3, 4, or 5-fold to the point where they are drowning out everything else in the mix. And just make sure those other vocals that you're adding aren't really singing in tune with everything else that you're saying at all. Just like have it be like, I think that would be a really good, strong first step toward making a song that is truly trash. Maybe even have some of the, oh no, my camera fucking fucked up.
On top of it, I would put as many unnecessary vocal effects on your voice as humanly possible.
In the mix, compress everything to the maximum amount that you can possibly compress it.
I don't care if everything sounds like overdriven and fuzzy and distorted as a result, and is like absolutely positively ear piercing.
Once you have that going, I would just like, I don't know, maybe layer 3 speeches from various presidents on top of each other and have that like playing over the audio track for the song itself. That could be cool. Throw in a really crazy heavy metal guitar solo, a lot of shredding. Maybe you could distort and like shred on the uke a little bit. Maybe put like an opera singer in there. Then like just find some random guy on Fiverr who like will do a rap verse on your track for a few bucks and just have him rap on it. Just like have him rap on it. Maybe just take the acapella of his rap, just like kind of going in freestyle. I don't know if this is like in your realm here in terms of like access you have in the music industry, but I would get DJ Khaled just to like ad lib on it. BoyWithUke did. And I mean, if you want to artistically, throw in some of your own spices and stuff like that into the mix, just to kind of like, give it that little extra, the little Salt Bay kind of touch. I mean, go for it. I'm not here to like write your song for you. But like with that, we're only at a point where the song is trash. Even if you did come out with this song, I wouldn't feel right calling you trash. I need you to do some things in order for me to be able to, get over that hump. So here are some recommendations with that. Maybe you could raise money for charity. Pick a charity that everybody's like really sympathetic to and, like feels bad about, and just like raise tons of money and then steal the money and then film video of yourself spending the money at various locations and maybe saying to the camera stuff like,
haha, this money's supposed to be for charity and I'm not even giving it to those stupid kids.
That would be good. Maybe you could steal from like a mom and pop store or something like that, like a very small store, like is owned locally and they don't really make a whole lot of money. Their overhead is really high and they're just barely scraping by, and, just like steal as much stuff as you can from that store. Also, this next part, I would never recommend in any other context, but bigotry. If you could come on the mic or hop on social media and just like be really bigoted. I would definitely call you trash. I would call you trash immediately. I would say, wow, that Boy With Uke guy who's like saying all that bigoted stuff, he's trash immediately, like without hesitation. I'd be like, boom. I would go right to the T word. I mean, I might even say worse about you, honestly. So, I don't know. I really don't know what else to say to make me want to call you trash right now. I'm sure there's other things I could add, but I think that's enough. You know, I think I've given you enough advice. I think I've given you the key to the castle at this point. It's really upon you to, to spread your wings and fly like a trash eagle across a trash sky. And, hopefully we cross paths again and I could make your wish come true. So that's going to be that. You guys are the best. Love you very much. Over here next to my head is another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Boy With Uke. Not trash. Forever.